Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is Lavish. This is Blessing. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Now, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please help us hit the red button if you're on our YouTube channel. If you are on our Facebook channel, please follow us, like. We'll appreciate if anything that we are saying, if it's making sense, if you like our comment, if you actually drop a comment while we are looking at this story. All right, so I want to talk about Michael Usifo. I'm going to put on my glasses because there's so many stories out there about what happened to him on that said day, that night, how he died. Um, this morning, while I was reading the news and the updates, what came into my mind after watching the video of Chidinma's confession and where she made a slip and she was talking about Day gave me the knife, and I was like, was this girl actually acting on her own? Is there more to this story? So when I went to bed yesterday, what was on my mind was what actually happened here. I mean, we are on social media, we're talking about it, Nigerians are talking about it, the police are investigating. As at today, we know the story so far. I did a video earlier and I tried to analyze Chidinma and who really she is and her actions and what we could read out of her action. But let's look at the victim in question, Michael, okay? And let's kind of like go through who Michael is, what can we get out of his own life and story, and if there is more to this story. And I'll tell you why I had to look at this. So this morning I woke up and I got this message from someone. Now, the person said I should check on Michael Usifo's article clips on NSAS and some of his video on the net. Now, if you know me, the way I do my video, I don't jump onto any bandwagon. If you point a story to me and you say, okay, I should look at something, or you send me a video, I just don't do it until I've done a little bit of research. So when I got this tip from someone, the person was trying to make me think about Michael Usifo being assassinated or having something to do with NSAS, his death. But I was very, very careful of painting a narrative that might not be true. I don't know of any comments made by Michael Usifo that has to do with NSAS. So I did a little bit of Google search. Now you're gonna join me and do a little bit of Google search with me. Now, when I did a Google search on Michael Usifo, just share my screen with me, and you see that when you do Michael, you can see my NSAS. If you do Michael Usifo on NSAS, there is nothing. And I did it this morning. Michael Usifo. There's nothing. If you go through it, there is no comment about him. There was nothing that he said during NSAS. There was no link to him to NSAS. Okay, so I actually, because most of Michael's private Twitter account, his Facebook is already taken down. So I did respond to the person and I said, you know what? I don't have any evidence to back this up. I can't run a story saying that Michael Usifo was killed by the government or by anybody because of NSAS or link him to NSAS. And I did respond because I don't like jumping into a story. And, the person gave me a link and I went through the link he gave me. There was still nothing linked to him having anything to do with NSAS. So I couldn't run that story and I didn't want to. I'm just giving you guys, my chat with the person and what I had to say. And this comes to Nigerians and us painting stories that are not there. You see, as a social media platform, as someone who is on social media, I'm very careful what I say and what I post because I'm not just on YouTube. I have a very good Facebook followers, and I do have people listening to me. You don't run a story because you want to run a story. I'm not really here because I want to make money out of it. I'm here because I want to air my own view and have my own voice heard. So I'm very careful the narrative I painted or I paint on my page. So I refuse to follow the narrative that he was killed because of answers. Okay. So, but that got me thinking about who is Michael Usifo. Why is it that people are, trying to sway people's mind about his death? Because within 30 minutes of this person sending me this message, someone sent me something else, an allegation against his wife. They called it a conspiracy story, and they actually made up a story about his wife. And I don't even want you guys to read it because it's all false stories. Okay, this is the wife. They made an allegation that the wife was dating somebody, and and the wife planned it. And I was like, who are these people cooking up this story? Why is it that there is this intense media propaganda to talk about Michael Usifo or to shift the blame from Chidinma? I don't know what happened in that room. I don't know how it happened. I wasn't there. But the evidence that we have is that Michael happened to be a boxer before. He's a man. He's stronger than the woman. There is no injury on Chidinma to show that they were struggling. And unless she intentionally drugged him to do whatever she wants to do, I cannot, use an evidence that is not there. I can't say what I don't know. Do you understand? But I ran a story about the wife because I wanted to know, who is this woman? Why is it that people are trying to paint a conspiracy story about her, trying to paint as if her marriage wasn't okay, and as if, like, she was busy in NMPC, and she was just having fun, and then her husband died. And there was nothing about that, really. This woman had issues with her husband. The issue they had, we don't know. From the story that we're getting, they were having a problem already. The marriage was already rocky, okay? And they were not actually living constantly together. That is the story that we got from our research. So it still boils down to, who wanted Michael Usifo dead? What is it about Michael Usifo that will make, a girl who was, this girl is from a very poor home. She needed a helper in Nigerian culture and Nigerian way of doing things. A sugar daddy kind of like takes care of the person and, gives the person money. And she was someone that was from a very deprived home. And this was supposed to be someone that was supposed to be helping her. What will make her kill this person? So I came across a story. Now, guys, remember, I am building a story, and you get where I'm going to. Hi, Best. How are you? Someone just joined me. Hi, Best. How are you? Are you listening to my theory? Hello.
It's been a solid state here. Good evening, everyone.
Okay.
Good morning from wherever you're watching me. I've just been listening to you, and it's just been a pathetic one for me.
All right. I'm trying to just hold on. I'm trying to build a story, and when I get to the end, then you can come in. Okay. All right, so let me continue. So I saw this, it was on a friend's wall of someone that knows Michael Usifo, who happens to say that they are very close, and who actually alleged that Michael was about, or has just concluded, a business transaction that gave him a lot of money, and that he had a huge amount of money in his business account. Yes. And that Michael's death was assassination, that it was planned. And that got me thinking, what business? What is he referring to? Who really is Michael Usifo? Who is he? What actually happened? So remember, I'm not a police. This is just social media. Me doing my little investigation. I decided to go out. We talk about Super TV. Do we really know what Super TV is? Do we really know? It's not channel TV. I didn't know what Super TV was. I knew he was the CEO of Super TV. I was talking to my husband this morning, and I was like, let's go and watch this Super TV. So went through DST. We live in the UK, so went through Sky. We didn't see any Super TV. So we start asking, what is this Super TV all about? So this is Michael Usifo's Super TV. Now, as you can see, it has a red background like Netflix, and he has just signed a contract with 9mobile. They just paid him a big contract. He was supposed to be working with 9mobile, and I'll explain what this is all about. So this man just launched a new app that was supposed to hit the Nigerian streaming industry in the big way. When I mean in a big way, and I'll explain what I mean. So this is his advert that's just been running. Is on his social media platform, his company platform. This man just signed a big time contract with 9mobile. Now, why is it that I had to refer you to this for you to understand what I'm talking about? This was what Michael Usifo business was supposed to be all about. Michael was supposed to create a streaming platform, not just a streaming platform. It was supposed to be a downloading platform. Now listen, most Nigerian movie industry, what we have is a streaming platform. There's a difference between a platform that allows you to download it and watch anytime without data. So most of the movies that we watch in Nigeria, we stream it, we watch through YouTube or through an app, but you use your data as you're watching it. I don't know if it has changed, but when I was in Nigeria, that was what we had. So we had a streaming app where we watch our video. But Michael signed a contract with 9mobile to provide for Nigeria a downloading app platform. So you log into his app or his website, you have to be subscribed to it. There were so many people, as at last week, there were so many people rushing to subscribe to his app. I had to go to his app. I had to look at people's sending messages, wanting to download, because Nigerians didn't want to use their data. They wanted to just download. And I think it was like 1 gigabyte to download it, and then you can watch anytime and it's yours. That was the business plan that Michael Usifo launched. Now get it. I know you guys will say, we have something like that in Nigeria. No. I had to do this bit of research. What do we have in Nigeria? I'm going to go down to what platform we have in Nigeria already. Now, I don't live in Nigeria. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where did I save this? What we have in Nigeria already is this, okay? So we have Iroko. So Iroko is a streaming, and is basically Nollywood streaming. It shows you Nollywood video. I don't know if you can download, but I know when I was in Nigeria, Iroko was a streaming platform. You also have, what's it called now? Nigerian Movie World, so which is Movie World. Now, when I was in Nigeria, it was not a downloading app. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe everything has changed. So you have Nigerian Movie World. which is also a streaming platform. You have Nigerian movie, which is also a streaming platform. You also have African Nollywood movie latest, which happens to be, before it was on YouTube, now they have a streaming app. Okay, so all these things have shown you basically a Nigeria app where you can stream movie and watch. We did not have a downloading app that will allow you to download. Now listen to the big thing, because what Michael was supposed to be offering Nigerian market was not just Nollywood. Listen. Michael was supposed to be offering, this is Super TV, Nigerian, an app that could allow you to download even foreign music and foreign videos. These are videos that were being aired by Netflix and some other. I just only picked these two. When I went to his app, there was a lot of foreign movies that I haven't watched. Me and my husband, when we were looking at it, we're like, oh, we want to watch it. Because there's so many the genre of movies that I loved, that I saw. I was like, oh my God, if I was in Nigeria, I want, because those things are movies already in Netflix. So now, listen. This guy was about to hit Nigerian markets, not just about to hit Nigerian markets. He was supposed to be competing with platforms like Netflix, Iroko, Nigerian Nollywood industry on YouTube. Because what could have happened was most people would prefer to just download it and watch it at work, at night, because they will not have to use their data again. All this buffing or no buffing couldn't have happened. So Michael had a business plan that was unique, that was new. So the question now is, who killed Michael? Was Michael assassinated? Was he set up? Was Chidinma actually working on her own? It's a question that we need to let the police to answer. But what I've done is I've provided for you information that I've researched about, things I've gotten just by going through this man's life. I'm trying to understand, why will his friend accuse Chidinma of working with others? Why is it that she wanted an ATM? She had to withdraw money from this man's account. Now, if you killed someone, if you kill someone and it was a mistake or it was an accident and you're a child and you're on your own, you are 21, you're a student, of course you will run, you'll be afraid. You wouldn't even think about money. You run to your parents, you run somewhere. You even, raise an alarm or something. This girl changed her clothes. This girl took the ATM. This girl went to an ATM machine. She withdrew 365,000. This girl bundled the clothes that she was wearing before and she kept it somewhere. This girl, her action sounded more like a premeditated, planned out, and actually laid down plan. And that's why when I read this Michael's friend's comments and what he said, I tend to believe him. All right, let me bring in Best. Best, hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
So you've heard my research, yeah? It took me the whole day trying to understand what really happened here. What really happened here? Because Chidinma, we all know that she's 21. This is a man. Can you, as you are, you're not a boxer, can you fight with a woman and she will not have a mark anywhere? Please answer. It's not a laughing matter.
No, but on a very serious note, there is no way I will fight a girl without giving her reasons to believe that she fought with a man. There is no way I will fight with a girl without making her know that she met an opposite sex. Um I took my time to listen to you. It is a saddened issue. It is a sad issue. It is a sad thing to happen to a man of that caliber, a man with such wisdom. Let me say a little thing about this thing. It has been on the social media for a while, and my kind of person, I don't really like giving my interest to things like this because it's a normal say here that now waiting person they find and they get. There is no way you can be this I don't know the word to use. There is no way you can be living such life and you don't expect something like this to happen one way, anywhere, anytime. There are other people that are still living such life that their own is still in the fridge cooling on a very good day. It's not as if that Michael Usifo's matter came up on the internet, came up and it has gone haywire, and everybody's talking about Michael Usifo, Chidinma, and all whatnot. Now, let me say something about this Chidinma figure. From the reports coming up, first and foremost, Nigerian media, we know how to blow matters, we know how to make it even. We can cook up stories that you can never imagine it will come up about issues like this. On Chidinma's issue, you look at it from this perspective. So I was understanding what you were saying. There is no way Michael Usifo would have wanted to force himself on Chidinma without Chidinma having some scars or some little. She stabbed him from what she said that she stabbed Michael twice on the neck.
No, she said she stabbed him twice on the neck, and then he held the knife and he broke it with his hand. A man that can break
she threw the knife on the bed.
Yeah, and then the man took it and broke it. A man that can break a knife is not really drugged because that means he has a little bit of strength. And so, where was the mark on her body? Do you understand? And if it was
my question is this: when she was dragging the knife with the man, was there a point that they both broke the knife and there wasn't any injury on her palm? Because her palm needs to show us that yes, there was a struggle. The girl looks fresh. The girl looks as if she is trying to fulfill a script written by one or two or a group of people. Because this thing looks like a drama to me. Even when she was being interrogated by the police, I saw her talking. She wasn't feeling remorseful. A girl of 21 years, that even if she should be attending to that press interview, I'm supposed to see some sign of feeling guilty.
In fact, I'll be tears thinking I'm about to die, be begging. This one, she was boldly looking at the camera and
boldly looking at the camera and talking.
If there are some people backing her up.
Yes, and there is a story I saw also online today where a woman was like saying that she can spend her last kobo to make sure, even if it would even it will make her hire like 10 cents to make sure that the security demands release. I was like, this girl has opted that she killed this man. So that one alone is enough for judgment to take place. So what are we not even saying?
No. What is the woman saying? Is the woman saying that? Wait, is the woman saying that we don't know that Nigerian girls, everybody that grew up in Nigeria knew about sugar daddies and sugar mummies? Do you understand?
Yes.
How many? So when a man asks you out, you as a woman, yeah, that you are from a very poor home, You now decide. Somebody is talking there. Who is with you? Somebody, your friend. Who is the person? The person
My
is
friend
also
is
angry.
my brother is quarreling me. He said
He's
I
angry.
shouldn't. He's angry. He said I shouldn't blame Chidinma 100%. That social stories. But my point in this discussion is this: we know that most Nigerian men are not that faithful to their wives.
We know, and the women are also
We
from a poor
know.
home. The women are also from a
Good.
poor home, and they need sugar daddies because some of them in schools, that's what run girls. When I was in
Yes.
university, you used to have these big girls that go out in the nights and come back. Can your friend come on? Maybe he can come and tell us his mind. Can your friend come on, because he's talking?
Mandy, come and talk.
Come on,
Come
please,
and talk.
Mandy, please, we want to hear you. Yeah, let Mandy tell us what he thinks. Hi, Mandy, what do you think about the story? Good evening, yeah?
Yeah, good evening. What I think about the story, I normally tell people not to blame the girl and the man 100%. Let's leave some to the wife. As a wife, how can you leave your husband and you are living in Abuja and your husband is living in Lagos, considering your job as one of the NMPC manager? Consider the meeting, the political meeting outside country and in Nigeria. Now, how does she service her husband as a wife and also as a mother?
Jeez. Okay, Apostle. Hear that they are no more together, that both of them were separated, so they were about to divorce. We don't know what the issue.
That is what I'm saying. Whatever issue.
No, wait. At the end of the day, is that the Usifo and the wife are having issues. They are already on the process of being separated. So let's leave the wife, because we don't know what is causing the problem at home. So let's leave her, because as long as people are saying she has not made any conference. The point is that they are not actually married or living. They're about to separate anyway. Let's leave the woman alone. Let's come
back to the man. If you allow me to see the man's corpse, I will first of all bring him out and slap him. Because of one reason. How can you force someone? How can you force someone? Any sex that you force someone is totally rape. According to what the girl said.
No. Listen. That is according to good. According to what the girl said. But remember that this man gave her money. I'm coming. Because let's talk about Nigerian society. Yeah, we know. A sugar daddy that you have known for 6 months. Yeah, when you are talking, we talk about what happens in Nigeria. You are dating a sugar daddy for 6 months. The man has been giving you money. Both of you have been going out. He's been your sugar daddy. The man gave you money for you guys to go and get a place for you guys to stay together and have fun. When she was going there, did she think she was going for prayer meeting, or she was going for prayer meeting? When she was going there, she knew what she was going for. I'm coming. I don't know about the forcing, because I don't know about, because that's what she's saying. Remember that before they get her, she must have, the time has lapsed, so they must have told her what to say. So we don't know whether he forced her or not until we get forensic evidence. Do you understand? So is her word against a dead man.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that for such a man to allow such a girl, to even engage in a fight with such a girl, that is totally stupidity. Secondly, how can you be dating someone that smokes? That means you as a man, you are not even responsible. Let's allow the poor girl. What is an accident? What happened has happened.
Yeah.
Let me tell. Wait.
What of if you say now the girl died?
Okay. Let me chip in something here, man. Listen, this matter is a pure matter of we need to be sensible. We need to be sensible in our judgment. we need to apply a high level of intelligence in our judgment. First and foremost, from what Chidinma said, she said that Michael Usifo bought drugs, the drugs they took, the things they drank, and so on and so forth, was a purchase by Michael Usifo. Secondly, she also said that Michael Usifo gave him his ATM and gave him his ATM code. Before you start dealing with a girl to the extent she's also said that Michael Usifo said that that she should take any amount that she wants. This is my third point. Now, before you can say, or you can be with
deal
a girl,
with a girl to that level.
To that level,
giving her your code.
Yes, that is a one.
There can
also
only be two things. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I think. I don't think my own opinion. I don't think that he gave her the code. I think that guy was forced to give the code. I think that guy was told to give the code and he would leave. I think that guy gave them the code thinking that he's going to leave, but they killed him. That is my own. Because if you listen to her, she said, they told me to stab him again. Who was the day? And then she repeated and said, I stabbed him. So she slipped and said, they. Now, that man might have given that code under a gunpoint, or we're going to kill you, give the code, and then he gave the code. We don't know until the police unveil. But I'm not even here to talk about Chidinma because I addressed Chidinma's matter in the morning, okay? Because this is a runs girl who has a shop, who people know that her life has changed, whose dad actually did not even know the child. But my question is, there's so many things around Michael Usifo, do you understand, that we all need to understand that this might not just be only Chidinma in this. It might be that there are other people involved. And I'm trying to, through this video, bring out other things that we should be thinking about. Because we all, Chidinma is a girl. Even my husband, if my husband touched me once, even I will see the mark, because he's a man, they are stronger. Not to talk about struggling with a man who could break a knife and there is no mark on your body. Ha. Now, wow.
Let me say something. Let me say something, man, quickly. Your points are well noted, but there are some things you need to understand. From the investigation so far, it was said that a bike man came and dropped something. Yes, a bike man came and dropped something. And let's take, for instance, what did the bike man drop? What did he give them? Let's assume he gave them drugs. Now, from this, you can see that let's not start involving people or involving conspiracy into this, because we cannot really lay our hand on conspiracy. We can simply say they. Now, they might, if you take her to court, she might want to say that she was saying it under duress, that she wasn't saying, she said they out of or slip of tongue. I don't know if you're getting me. Now let's look at this issue. Let's look at this issue.
I know.
Yeah, let's look at the issue point blank. I blame Michael Usifo first and foremost. Michael Usifo, mind you that from the interview, she said that she has dated the guy for 3 weeks. She has known the guy for 3 weeks, and of those 3 weeks,
6 months. 6 months. No, 6 months. No. Sorry. 6 months. She has gone out with the guy for 6 months.
Okay, she has gone out with the guy for 6 months. Do we say that in that 6 months that it was only this, that this particular matter now, it was only this, that, let's use the word, that he has stayed with the so-called Chidinma and they didn't take drugs? They did. But this one now that happened, like what you are saying, I think towards your line of thoughts now, because probably there might have been
Yeah.
a cook up somewhere, and they think that Chidinma can be the easiest person to be used to get this job done.
Good. All right. So we're saying the same thing, that this is a job
No,
done. Yeah.
it's a job done. That, but
She's a bait.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm trying to digress. I am trying to make it a personal case for Chidinma. I'm not trying to involve that conspiracy.
Let's not be sentiment. Chidinma, because she's Chidinma.
No,
The point is that she is a bet, isn't it? Mm-hmm. She was used by some people.
Good. She was. I wouldn't say some people. She was used. Let's not give credit to the people. Let's say she was used by the devil, because in this case,
all right, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Is the devil. Devil, everything we call the devil. Everything we kill somebody, we call the devil. Devil don't see too much. For Nigerian people matter.
Because I'm waiting on. Mommy, quickly, let me summarize with this. To people out there, we need to understand these things. We need to understand that these things that happen these days are things that call for us to have some moment of sober reflection and think deep into our lives. The reason is because these things that happen are for lessons. They are for us to learn. And for those men out there that think that they can be doing all this, at least I've heard of Sugar Daddies Association. All those ones should let them fall back to base and have a rethink.
Sugar daddies and sugar mummies. It's not only sugar daddies. So
that sugar is just even you can say sugar mummies. What of side chick associations, Uncle? We have side chick associations. So it is for us to have this thought in our mind that these things we are doing and we don't enjoy it. We need to know how we go about them and save our lives, because Michael Usifo, from every story, whether you kill Chidinma today, the truth still remains that Michael Usifo is there. So I am trying to advise everyone out there to be very careful and to be very careful with what he or she does. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was a love. I love whenever Best comes on, because he's very, he says it the way it is. All right. Thank you, Best. You're one of those I like having on my show, because you do analyze issue. So what I've done is just to bring to you guys a conspiracy story based on what people are saying. What do you guys think? What do you think happened to Michael Usifo? Do you think Chidinma was a lone wolf working by herself? Or do you actually think that Michael Usifo was killed by unknown men that planned with Chidinma? I don't know what you think. I've just analyzed it. You drop your comment, but please, 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 I'm going to ask you, please like the video on YouTube for me so that the video can actually climb and so that I can get more views. If you are my member, please, I beg you, just help me like, help me share, help me comment, put your thoughts on this story. And I'm going to end up with this, okay? There's been a lot of talk about Nigerian sugar daddies, sugar mummies, sugar whatever. The point is, at this time, with all the things that have happened, pandemic, death and everything, kidnapping, NSAS, there's so many things happening in our country. Kidnapping, killings, ritualists and everything. Everybody needs to be very careful. Everybody, including men and everybody, every human being. The days are not like it used to be before. People are becoming very, very wicked. Young girls, young boys are becoming, everybody is desperately looking for money. Now, things that you used to get away as a sugar man, you might not get away with it. You might be set up. They might leak your video. They might even kill you. So let me tell you something. You need to leave wrongs. Girls, you need to leave girls alone. Be with your wife. If you feel that your wife is not satisfying you, she's not actually fulfilling the job or the work or the role of a wife, marry a second wife or kukuma divorce her and let her go her own way and you marry another wife. That's all I'm going to say. Enough of this being churches and being churches, but we're doing the wrong thing. Enough of pretending that we are Christians or that we are Muslims and that we are faithful and that we're worshiping God, when actually our actions inside is actually decayed or decaying. Chidinma and Michael lived two-faced life. Chidinma was a quiet, introvert girl. Everybody thought that she was a very good girl, not smoking, nothing, until this story broke and we found out that she's been smoking and drinking and taking drugs for the past 1 year when she was introduced to this in a party. Usifo happens to be a very well-known man, respectful. People that talked about him on social media today could swear that Usifo could not in any way even look at a woman, that he loves his wife, he loves his family, but they're having an issue. But he was a man that was intoxicated with girls that take drugs and have wild sex. So this is what happens when we don't curtail our lust and our desire. The point is, those desires are there, but you need to learn how to, as a Christian, as a Muslim, as a Hindu, whatever religion that you are, those desires are there. But God has given us the rights and the privilege and the power to curtail it and to stop it. So this is me rounding up on this story. Unless there is another breaking news about this story, this is the end of me talking about Michael Usifo. Unless there is a development, then I'll give you guys an update. Thank you so much for watching. What do you guys think? Drop your comments. God bless you. Bye-bye.